In this video, I'm rolling with Aggressive Chris again. This is his 8th round on the channel. He's really not that aggressive. He's kind of like a friendly gorilla. So as you can see, he's attacking me from behind by surprise. We have a good rapport. He's a white belt. He's been at the school a couple of years, but he only comes sporadically. He was traveling the world at one point. He's been boxing. So he's about 220 pounds, mostly muscle. He could essentially be my son. He's very respectful, though he looks menacing. So here I was able to reverse the position and escape and reverse. And now I'm sort of in mount. Now, I haven't seen him in a while, so when we made this round, I really wanted to try to help his jiu-jitsu. So here I'm trying to teach him the importance of frames and not pulling me. You don't want to be pulling, you want to be pushing. Unless you're in gi, then you want to be pulling. But in no gi, you don't want to pull the guard passer on top of you. You want to push him away, make space, unless you're looking for a sweep. So here, he did a good job there. He tried to pull, he couldn't get me, and then he wrestled up, basically. And as you could see, I just instantly went to the butterfly sweep. Now I'm going to get that quickly on someone who doesn't train. Not that he doesn't train, he has some training, but who's on, under a year of consistent training. So there he bucked me off. I went right to scarf. And now I'm going to look for the arm bar from there. If he pushes me off, I go to the Americana, as you could see by my hand positioning. Now I'm going back to the arm bar. You always want to toggle between two things. So there I was able to finish. It's called a dilemma, right? You want to create a dilemma. So as you can see, I'm playing very casual. My ability to spin on my back is because I keep my back arched and only a small part of it is on the mat. So there he did a good job of resisting the tripod sweep. So yeah, so back from the breakdancing days, if you want to spin, you only want to keep a small part of your back on the cardboard. So there I did a little improvised sweep. I did a backwards cup handle on his ankle. See there, he pushed my leg off. I went right to side. Now we're going to reset. So it's always good training with him because you get to feel what it's like for someone who's very strong and athletic but doesn't know jiu-jitsu, essentially. Even though he's been on the channel covering a span of a couple of years, like I said before, he was traveling. He missed a lot of time. But he does come when he can. So there I got the tripod sweep. He's going into a foot lock. But he doesn't have a foot lock because my knee line is already cleared from between his thighs. And now he's asking me, what should I do there? You know, I want to know something, an attack from that position. So now I'm explaining to him the finer points of a simple ankle lock and that he wants to keep his thighs above my knee line. Get up on his elbow. Again, this is very primitive. I'm not trying to explain too much at one time because there are a lot of moving parts. So I'm trying to show him to get a shallow grip on my ankle. And to arch his back. Again, this isn't a real ankle lock. There's other details, like I'm pointing out here. It's better if you can put your feet on the hip. If you can put your feet on the hip, when you arch your back and you hump up with your waist, it's a really powerful ankle lock. as I'm demonstrating here. So you might be saying, you know, should you be teaching a relatively new white belt ankle locks? Well, I mean, it's a good attack. There, I tried to get that sweep again. He's hiding his leg. I think an ankle lock is a white belt move. It just takes a lot of refinement. And also, you should let a white belt know that they still want to know how to pass the guard. I think the main problem with teaching footlocks right away is people tend to fall back for footlocks instead of learning how to pass. Because passing the guard, in all honesty, is probably more, I would think, harder work. So here I'm on his back, I'm behind his tricep. I talk about this position a lot. You know, no matter how strong he is, if I'm already a wall behind his arm, it's pretty much impossible for him to pull it out. So here I'm kind of adjusting my position and trying to get more on his back. But now I have him by the chin and I was able to roll him over. Basically a chin sweep. Now I go right to the gift wrap. He still has my leg caught, my left leg, but it doesn't really matter because eventually he's going to have to let go. So there I have the beginnings of a terrible neck crank combined with the rear naked choke. See, there I was able to get my leg out. Why? Because he didn't think about it for a second. There's too many moving parts. So there you see how he bumped me off mount and I went right to that scarf position. I have to say that was pretty smooth. I've been training all these years and I've had very little of, you know, watching myself, you know, so it's interesting to see how you've grown. I recommend recording for anybody. Recording their rolls. Just watch them on your own. And you'll see a lot of mistakes. And you won't make them again. So here I got a north-south choke. If you want to rewind that, there's a lot that's going on there that I kind of let go by. But there was a lot of good transitional stuff. And I like transitional jiu-jitsu. And I think it's a great way to like ride that wave and to be yin and yang as opposed to just like powering through. You know, I know that's its own style. You know, that pressure style, that powering through, that muscling through style. I understand it, and it does work. I'm not saying it doesn't work. But it's less effort with the transitional style. Less cardio. Because you're just letting your opponent spin you where you need to be. So here I'm showing him if he tries to get that underhook pass and I hook his leg with my leg, that he's not going to be able to get it because it would be like he's trying to lift himself. So the defense for that, once I start feeling somebody underhooking my legs, is I get that hook with my foot under the thigh. So here I'm showing him the finer points of that underhook pass when done properly. So I'm not going to let him hook my leg. And then I'm going to go into like a reverse scarf to pass. And this principle is true in much of jiu-jitsu. Like all you have to do is turn your body and make a new angle, and now like it's like resetting the game almost. But in the beginning, we have a tendency to run into a wall over and over and then gas out and then think we need to work on our cardio. And when in reality, you're just trying to do too much. You're asking too much of the RPMs. When a lot of jiu-jitsu, when you're good at it, is effortless. So there I showed him the transition into the knee bar. And then if he spins his leg, I got the toe hold. That wasn't live, just something I'm sloppily showing him, just trying to show him down a few roads. But I want to help Chris because I look at him like a little brother. And I think this pass would be good for him, this double under. See, when he did it, he didn't really listen to what I told him. And it's not because he's consciously trying to, or he's not putting a lot of effort into it. It's that when you're shown something, your mind tells your body to do it, and then your body doesn't listen to your mind properly. So you have to really get that in sync. But hopefully Chris will be back more consistently now, and we'll have more videos with him. So here I'm showing him the principle of lifting the feet. So if somebody's in butterfly guard, you want to lift their feet. And if you can lift and spin, that's a great guard pass, and it works. You could push their head down, lift their ankle at the same time, and spin them. And when you spin them, you're already shooting your knee to that position. Boom. You could go with either knee. You could do a reverse knee from there as well. That's why it's important when you're playing butterfly guard to not let anybody grab your ankles. That's why I sit in the swami. When I'm in the swami, then they can't grab my ankles. And if somebody comes close enough to grab them there, I have a very solid grip. I can instantly re-grip. So if you find value in my content, you want to help support the channel, that rash guard and shorts is, I have a link for X Marshall. You can go and pick that up. Use code Jits over 50, get 15% off. Don't tap to age. Or I have the Gentle Art NYC. That's my new rash guard. That's also available. Both links will be in the description. Also, I have 7 other rounds with Chris. I'll put them all up there, including the one 51-year-old rolling with aggressive white belt. That was my biggest video on the channel. It has over 1 million views. So obviously, I hit a nerve with that. And that's really what gave birth to the channel. So a lot is owed to Chris, and in that sense, I always want to try to teach him as much as I can. Also, a side note, I was shooting a wedding recently, and he was one of the guests. It's a small world. But thank you for watching. More to come with Chris. When somebody's playing butterfly guard, pick up their ankle, throw them on their back, and pass their guard. Please like, share, and if you haven't already, subscribe.